Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, A Little Geek, A Little Chic. Today we're gonna have a book haul because I have a stack of books that I've been accumulating over the past months and we need to do a haul so I can put them away. Let's get into it. Alright friends, so I am freshly home from a day at the office. That's right. I started a new job, so since the layoff diaries kind of abruptly fizzled out, I got a job. It was a whirlwind. I am learning. There's a lot to learn, and I am a bit overwhelmed. So I haven't had much time to film, but that's not going to stop us from doing a book haul. So I have some stacks, and the first stack is second chance at life and love. I got all these at a second-hand bookstore or book sale, and then I got one or two. I think only one of these is actually from the sale rack at a local indie bookstore. So let's get into it. First, I've been looking for this book for a very long time, you guys. The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. I've heard a lot of really good things about this. I'm sure you all have if you're around here on BookTube or if you're on Book Talk or Bookstagram. It's about a gentleman who owns a bookstore, and his prize work, I think, is Edgar Allan Poe's, the book of Edgar Allan Poe or something of that nature. And yes, Poe poems. And they go missing. And then his journey to find them leads to a whole discovery of oneself. And I'm excited to read it. So that got picked up for, I think it was like $2. I found it. Finally, I found it. I've been looking at new bookstores, used bookstores, and I finally found it at like a secondhand book sale for our local symphony, and I was excited, to say the least. Then I got this book from a local indie bookstore, and it was in the clearance rack. I heard about it last year or the year before. I can't remember. Never picked it up, but it was like $5. So yeah. And that is The Reunion. And I'm super into Bravo right now, you guys. My friend Carrie, shout out to her. Thanks a lot, lady. She got me hooked on like every Bravo show there is. When I was on layoff, I just kept binging stuff. Now I've like gone through Vanderpump. I'm caught up on The Valley. I dabble in the Summer House, caught up on that. Winter House, I'm almost on that. I'm onto Below Deck season 8, so I'm almost into the like spin-offs. So I haven't got into Love Island, but maybe that's next season. I'll start up on that one because this season I heard is so maybe I'll hit the backlist when I run out of other stuff to watch, but I can always get into the original Housewives also. But this is about a lady who's on like a reality TV show when she's younger, and as an adult, she kind of steps back into the light to maybe reunite with the people from said show and find love. So here for that. It kind of just spoke to me right in the moment, so I had to pick it up. Then I found American Dirt. I believe this is a historical fiction, and it's the perfect balancing act with terror on one side and love on the other. That's Mr. Stephen King. So I am excited to read this. It's called by Stephen King Extraordinary Piece of Work. I'm not sure, like I don't know very much of anything about this, and I'm okay with that. I'm here for it. But it's intimate and epic. It's an exhilarating and beautiful book about potential, love, and human hope. And so I'm here to read it. I don't want to know too much more. This is more like a fall-winter kind of read for me. I might get more into historical. Probably get into that more. This one is Claire North. And this is Notes from the Burning Age. I'm not sure what this is about. I think I got this as a... I can't remember how I got this one. But I didn't buy this one. So I either got this secondhand from my aunt, or I got this at the book sale. Yeah, this sounds very interesting, but it sounds again like a winter kind of literary fiction read. I don't know very much, if anything, about it. So if you know anything about this one, please let me know. It's Claire North, and it's called Notes from the Burning Age. So I'm interested, and I like Orbit. They publish some good books. So let me know if you know what it's about, because I have no idea. This one here is just local stories of small town rinks. If you know me, if you've been here, my name is Diamond and I love hockey. So I dedicate a lot of my time also to a local hockey team in the winter. And I love hockey. I love rinks. I'm a child, a product of my parenting. My father was big into hockey. I just used to sit at rinks, do my homework, because we had to be there because we had to go with them. And sometimes the rinks had good fries. Sometimes they had great popcorn. Sometimes they were good for hot chocolate. Like, it just depended on the rink. But this is a discussion of small town rinks and rink burgers. So it says on the back, wherever there's hockey, there will always be a rink burger. Hockey just isn't about games and big stadiums. It can be played on ponds, streets, and small town rinks. It creates bonds between fathers and sons, forges friendships that last a lifetime. So I'm interested to read this and see what it's all about. It sounds funny. It sounds great. I think it's about more than just rink burgers, which I'm really hungry, you guys. It's like 5:15. It's time for me to eat. So let's put that book away because it's making me want a rink burger. Then I found this book, and this was found at a Little Free Library, I think. No. Yeah, maybe that or at the book sale, but I think it was Little Free Library. And it's called We Lost Our Heads by Heather O'Neill. Now, this is a story about Marie Antoinette as a child and her friend. And I'm not sure what exactly happens, but I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book from so many booktubers that I follow, and I want to give it a whirl. So I'm going to read it. The dust jacket is a little messed up and like warped, but if you get it for free, who cares? So I'm excited to read it, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Again, this one's kind of like a fall vibe for me, fall winter vibe for me. That's stack number 1. Stack number 2, I'm going to show you guys what my husband got, because he picked up some new releases to him. They're not new releases, but new books to him from Indigo, because they had a huge sale on the classics. Needs no introduction. The Phantom of the Opera. Classic. I love The Phantom of the Opera. I'm a huge fan of the musical, and I'm very excited to pick this up to read, because I think he'll really like it, and I really hope he does. And I kind of want to read it also. I haven't ever read the book, just watched the play. I'm putting the books beside me on the floor. That's why I lean over. Next is The Innocents Abroad by Mark Twain. Never heard of this classic. I don't think he has either. He read the back and he was interested. This is a behemoth of a classic, you guys. It's like 600 pages, and the print, it is a teeny. So he's almost done reading Dostoevsky, I think it is. Crime and Punishment. So this probably his next big undertaking, is this behemoth. Next, he picked up Ernest Hemingway's Farewell to Arms. Classic. They're all classics, but everybody's heard of this one. And these are all like great covers, by the way. I really like them. This one I've never heard of, but it's another Dostoevsky. As if Crime and Punishment wasn't enough. He got Notes from the Underground and The Double. So it's no idea what it's about. Dostoevsky is translated work, and some of his works have been translated multiple times. So you get like Crime and Punishment has been translated multiple times, and so the newest one that he has that he's reading is one of the best translations for English. I'm not sure where this stands. I've never even heard of this one, but I hope it doesn't deter him from the translated works, because sometimes they can be quite daunting. Next, he got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I always thought it was 10,000. Guess I was wrong. Jules Verne. Say Less. And Another sea venture classic. Moby Dick. Everybody knows the front line. Call me Ishmael. I read this once in high school by choice. I liked it. Don't remember very much about it because I think I was like 15 at the time. So maybe I need to pick this one back up also. Now let's get into what we're really here for. Some of my most anticipated reads of the year and new releases. Okay, we have a stack, friends. We have a stack. Let's start this off with the queen herself, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Atmosphere. It's about a lady who's in the space program. I love a good female, strong female character. Taylor Jenkins Reid, she writes them just amazingly. And I'm here for this. I don't know too much about it. Thrilling, heartbreaking, uplifting Taylor Jenkins Reid novel Atmosphere is a fast-paced, emotionally charged story of one ambitious young woman finding both her voice and her passion as she fights to become the first female NASA astronaut in the 1980s. And I just love this. Look at this. It's like reflective, but you can see like the space shuttle taking off under sunglasses. I'm in love. I'm so excited. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid, and anytime there's a new one, I'm getting it. Also, anytime there's a new one, I'm getting it. Riley Sager. This is the new Riley Sager with a vengeance. I have no idea what this is about. I don't like to know too much of his stuff because it is like a thriller and mystery, and you can kind of spoil yourself a little bit. But let's read just like the tagline on the back. It says, "One train, no stops, a deadly game of survival and revenge." It kind of gives me Agatha Christie vibes, but I'm so excited. Some of Riley Sager's books have been amazing. 10 out of 10, my favorite books of all time. Some Riley Sager books, they were good, but disappointed a little bit. So I'm hoping this one's on the 10 out of 10 scale because I need a good pick-me-up here. Then we have one of my other favorite auto-buy authors, and I'm so excited. This is more of like, I feel like it should be a now read just because the cover gives summer vibes, but I also feel like this is more of like a fall-winter kind of thing for me. But I got My Friends by Frederick Bachman. If you've never read a Frederick Bachman, please do. His writing is like chef's kiss. If you like something a little more gripping, a little more internally dark, maybe a little with hard-hitting kind of subjects, I would say pick up Beartown. But again, warning, it can be pretty deep. And it's like a 3-book series, and the books get hefty. So if you're not in it for that, don't do it. If you're into it for more, you want something more, all of his books have like so much depth that you don't realize you're reading until you finish the book. And one of those that's really easy to read with a lot of characters, with a lot of like, they all have their own issues and problems and quirks. Anxious People. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman is one of my favorite books of all time. My favorite Frederick Bachman book, I would say, is Anxious People. He also writes a really tiny book called Everyday Home. The road home gets longer, I think is what it is. And it's like 100 pages or less. It's like a little tiny book, pocket novella kind of book. And it is heart-wrenching in that many pages, especially if you know anyone, trigger warning, dementia, Alzheimer's, that kind of thing. It gets you in the feels. I'm very excited to have this in my hot little hands. Sorry about that angle. If it's kind of weird today, I kind of turned myself a little bit to get some more light so I'm not too shadowed out, because I was more shadowed out when I had myself turned the other way. But I don't mind this angle. So we're rocking it today. Next, I got I'm getting fall vibes from this, but I love New York. I went 2 years ago. I would live there if I could and just walk the streets and take it in. I'm a sociology major. I love to people watch, and New York was just hands down one of my favorite experiences of all times. I would just sit on a park bench, read, and watch. That would be my absolute favorite day. Give me a latte or a matcha and let me just zone. This one is called Passion Project And it is a new release. It is like a romantic comedy maybe, or just a romance. I'm not sure which one. But it's about two people who start up a startup in New York City and maybe fall for each other, I believe. Not 100% sure, but I'm here for it, and it sounds great because it's all set in New York, and I love it because it's like the background is perfect, and if it describes places in New York that I've been, it'll be even better. I just love it when they pick places I've been that I can really like get into and relate to. I also got a book because this cover is fantastic. This cover is everything. It's giving me life. Hot pink. The Murder After the Night Before. Apparently it is really good. I haven't heard anything about this author before. And I'm looking for cozy kind of mysteries that aren't necessarily on the like cozy mystery. Here's this author's written 52 cozy novels. Sometimes those are good, depending if you like the author. But I also like a Finley Donovan vibe. And that's what this is kind of giving me. So Caddy Brent wrote A Murder After the Night Before, and it says, something bad has happened last night. I've woken up with the hangover from hell, a stranger in my bed, and I've gone viral for the worst reasons. But I can't remember a thing. Sounds good. I guess her friend is dead, and a whole bunch of mystery ensues. So, this sounds good. I'm excited. This sounds like a summer beachy kind of thriller vibe. Here for it. Then I have another summery romance. The author needs no introduction. Miss Allie Hazelwood. I did not know she was coming out with another book, let alone a book outside of her like women in STEM kind of project. This is fantastic. Look at the cover. It's got like metallic on the skirt and the words. And it's called Problematic Summer Romance. And it says, what's wrong meets what feels right in this romance set in Italy by the New York Times bestselling author of Deep End. Another one that I haven't read, but I do own Deep End and I do want to read it. But I feel like that's more like, it's giving me more like academic kind of swimming team vibes, which would be more of a fall kind of vibe for me. This one's giving me full summer, so I think this one's going to have to get read real soon. If you like Allie Hazelwood, try it with me. Next. It's like a cozy fantasy kind of deal. But it's set at a cafe because they... Come on, of course. Of course it's set at a cafe. And of course, if it's cozy fantasy, there's got to be some dragons. Did I buy it because I love fantasies that involve dragons? Yes. Did I buy it because I love a cozy fantasy like Bookshops and Bone Dust? Sure. Or Legends and Lattes? Yeah. I'm here for this. Or a cozy romance, which is kind of like, this is cozy romance meets cozy fantasy, I believe. And I'm here for it. Cozy romance is like Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Like, I'm here for all of this. And I'm feeling like this is going to be summer, fall kind of vibes. Welcome to the cutest and most complicated cafe in town. Say less. I bought it. Then we have a romance. You guys, I did a thing. I went to a local romance bookstore and I purchased a genre that I have never purchased and that intimidates the absolute bejesus out of me. You're going to think I'm weird because here I am I bought some other ones that scare the crap out of me and I haven't read them because they intimidate me. But I will read them. I just have to get going. Like, I got into the really dark romance, like real dark, with Butcher and Blackbird, and I ate it up and I absolutely loved it. So I have a couple more to get to that are real dark. And then I have some that are interesting, to say the least. It's like Humans and Aliens. Like, I have no idea why I purchased it, but apparently it's funny and apparently it's gripping. So we'll try it out. And then I got this one. This genre scares me more than any other romance genre because I didn't think it would be for me. So I promised the local bookseller that I would try it. So shout out to Pages of Passion here in my home city for recommending me my first. cowboy romance. It is a Western romance. I don't do Westerns, but I got a Western romance. And it's like a grumpy meets sunshine, but I think he's the sunshine and she's the grumpy. So I am here for this. And maybe this is the start of something good. Maybe I will love it. I'm going to try it. But it's beautiful. But it has like on the back, Christian says, rule number 1, you ride in my truck, you let me open the door. Okay. Cassandra, rule number 1, if you're going to kill someone, make it look like an accident, cry at the funeral, admit to nothing, and deny everything. What? Okay, so it's intriguing enough with just those 2 lines alone. So I got it. I will be sure to let you know what I think of my first ever Western romance. This may be opening a whole can of worms. And finally, I got this one. This is more for the fall and winter because I get into fantasies and I like to be entertained. Some fantasies are heavy. They're deep. There's world building. Some fantasies do that flawlessly and make it funny. So I am here to try out a viral book that everybody loves who's read it. And they think it's hilarious. And I can go for a little hilarious mixed with my fantasy. Matt Dinniman, Dungeon Crawler Carl. This sounds a lot like it's giving me like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy vibes, but make it underground, kind of wacky, meet up some weird characters. And it says, welcome to the first book in the wildly popular and addictive Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinniman, now with bonus material exclusive to print edition. So I guess it was like a web-based edition before, and now it's print. It is freaking hard to find book 1 because it's so popular. You can find the 2nd, 3rd, 4th books in this series, but you can't find book 1. I almost had to order it, but then my local bookstore got another restock of it. So I went down there and grabbed it before it was gone. That's all the books that I have acquired recently. I'm excited to get them all scanned in my book app and get them all situated on shelves somewhere. I'm looking around, I don't see a lot of room. So I'm going to have to do some maneuvering and reorganizing in here. But thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. I'll see you guys soon with another video and some more content coming as I'm getting more in the groove of working again and things are starting to level out. You'll see me more.